Previously, after wandering in the Woeston, a sandstorm appeared, seemingly out of nowhere, violently, where you found a sea elf battling this sand elemental. After rescuing them, helping them out, the sandstorm continued, and you were invited into a community of the Ramil Druids, one of the Una Druid communities that Hazel is a member with. Mm-hmm. Within the Druid community, Hazel took her first steps and completed a trial to become a wildfire druid, a journey that begins there. Now, having left the Ramil, you make your way past the Woeston. You lay behind you the last of your footprints in the Woeston sands, and you crest the final ridge. The sands fall away into a wide basin below. Lush, living and utterly unlike the world you've been crossing, the Oasis of 1,000 lanterns stretches out in terraces of water and stone, ringed by swaying palms and thick patches of twilight blooming flowers. The pools glow faintly, blues and greens that ripple without wind, and shrines carved from fossil wood and saltstone sit at their edges, draped in bones, feathers, and prayer tokens. The scent of spice, river wind drifts through the groves. Closer to the heart of the oasis, tents cluster together, lit by cook fires and bone chimes, with Ishkatari in layered robes weaving through the winding paths between them. Laughter rises soft and distant. At the far edge, half swallowed by cliff shadow as the sun goes down, the temple of Sobnu looms. Its entrance, a massive vulture's beak carved into the stone face, wings spread wide above it, and obsidian eyes stare down from the sculpted effigy, silent and still. The gate shut. And just as the last trace of sun vanishes behind the rocks, it begins. Lambent lights begin to drift upward from the earth, from the water, from the air itself. At first dozens, then hundreds, then thousands. They hover above tents, they ripple across pools, they spiral silently into the night. Some linger near shrines, others trail behind children or vanish between reeds. They do not flicker like fire, they do not sway like lanterns, but they rise. Welcome to the Oasis of 1,000 Lanterns.
Hell yeah.
You make your way into this alien world, crossing down your final dune, and the nomads that you've all been traveling with and the guests joining you kind of start to make their way in through the tents. Musafir and Rahel join you all, and Rahel looks to you, Sabhir.
I am going to find the other high priests of Sobnu to open the temple. Give it some time, make yourself here. The area where we stay with Musafir is off in that distance.
She points off to the southeastern side of the oasis.
I will come get you when I have spoken to the other high priests and we have formed the key to open the gate. Until then,
she kind of turns to Musafir. Until then, please make yourselves at home. We have a person that's been asking about you. I've received word. Ask for Omar.
Specifically me.
No. For the three of you. And someone else that is not with you currently. So ask for Omar. Go to our quadrant of the Oasis, and he will set up accommodations.
Understood. Will this temple be opening tonight?
That is entirely up to Rahel. And he kind of looks at her. I am not sure. It is the dusk hours, and I'm not sure what other high priests are present. Some might need to be coming back either within the next days if they are not here from their own pilgrimages and travels to the south and to the west.
I understand. I will gather my people, and I will meet this Omar.
Very well. She kind of like pats your arm and makes her way off.
Rahel,
Yes.
this place. It is beautiful. Way more than I could have imagined. Thank you for bringing us here.
Thank you for coming. It is not often we are. She kind of like takes a few steps closer and like almost down to a whisper. It is not often that we get graced with a chosen of Sobnu. I suggest you keep that silent for now. Until
I understand.
yes. Till I have a time to speak to the other high priests and priestesses.
It's not going to offer me any, discounts if I were to go to, a traveler or merchant or anything.
Some of the tribes might look upon you favorably. Some might consider you a heretic for making such a claim. So as long as you can back it up, perhaps.
I understand. I was just seeing. I'm kind of running low on money, so just trying to see what play I can make.
I see.
Shun's in the corner, and so this berries, what if one were traveling with someone very special within your circles? Discount?
I see. I'm sure Sobnu has chosen you for a very important role. And she turns around, you can barely hear it under her breath, though I can't fucking see it. Money grabbing young people who are venturing dealing and she like,
Good night.
have a good night.
Me neither.
And I'll walk away.
So basically, you see that the Oasis is divvied up into 7 different sort of areas, and you find out very quickly that Musafir's tribe is the tribe of the Silent Sky, and it's where he described in where she described in the southeast. You make your way down towards the tents looking for Omar. Is there any, before you guys actually go there, is there anything you would like to do? There is the Oasis, as I described. There's shrines that are surrounding kind of the major Oasis. There's small pools with bioluminescence glow. And there are, of course, the 1,000 lanterns. These small floating balls all around. Anything in particular you guys want to do before you go find Omar?
Is the water, are people avoiding interacting with the water itself? Or, What's the vibe around the actual water?
Make a perception check.
I always forget to pull my dice in before we play somehow. Perception check.
Yeah.
I know how to do that. I have a +4. And I rolled a nat 15. Let's go.
Hey.
19.
Yeah.
You see that in the smaller side pools, you're noticing that some of these pools are more for like worship and prayer. You see that some of them kind of like go in waist deep, and they come to the shrines and they either put down some kind of offering or they bow their head in prayer. You notice what looks like a small pool with a large congregation of people, and you notice these, like what you can only assume is a sort of baptism taking place, and you see actually with a 19 perception, the baptism that's occurring. You see some of the lanterns like approach,
Gravitate to it.
and they are circling the person being baptized.
Oh, that's cool as heck.
And then as the person comes back up from the water, they kind of like float, but they stay at their sides. You also notice that some people go down to the main oasis and they collect water for themselves. They're not like, there's no people like swimming in the oasis, but there are those who go in waist deep and they kind of like drink, they submerge themselves, but they don't like go out like doing laps, you know what I mean?
Got you. I'm gonna jump in the water. Not like cannonball or anything, but like very careless about what's around and propriety. Just if I see that there are people in the water, in my mind, green light. I'm gonna just get in the water and just go, full submerging and just kind of rest in the water facing the sky. And just appreciate water.
Cool.
Yeah, she's gone
you
again.
enter the water, as you walk away from the group, Shun, Sabhir, next to you, Hazel vanishes in a flame, and then comes right back. Hazel, for a brief moment, you were teleported to the elemental plane of fire.
Okay.
There you found a small fire elemental that seemed hurt, and instinctively you managed to give it some of your fire and heal it and make it back on its way, and you puffed back to the oasis.
Scary.
Is that going to be like a regular thing?
No. How would I know? I don't even know how I do this.
True.
I mean, at one moment it was like a giant bonfire, then nothing, and then a bonfire again.
It's true. Yeah.
Augie, you enter the water, you enjoy the water. It is serene, it is peaceful. You do catch some eyes, but nobody immediately does anything. There are some people are observing, some people don't really care. And you go under. Do you go underneath the water?
Yeah, I'm fully submerged.
It is expansive. Like you can't see the end of the oasis. It goes on for what appears to you to be miles. There is all sorts
In terms of depth, you mean?
depth and length.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes on. When you come up, you can kind of see everything. It's a large body of water. But underneath it just seems so much more expansive, and it seems like the bottom of it is so far away. But you do notice that there is like vegetation, and there are some living creatures here. Some
Cool.
fish.
I'm gonna hang out under the water for like 15 minutes. Just appreciating being in water and not in a fucking desert.
Yeah. Make a wisdom.
Actually,
check.
I'll pop up real quick.
I gotta
and I'll just say-
rehydrate real quick.
I'm gonna just shout to my crew and I'll be like, I'm gonna be 15 minutes, all right? And then I just go back in.
Make a wisdom save.
Okay.
A wisdom save?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I'm good at those. I'm not particularly good at those.
That's fine.
Is it magic that would charm or put me to sleep?
No.
Because that is relevant mechanically. Okay. Ooh,
Go 90.
8.
8. Okay,
Mhm.
not super great, but something that you do see as you submerge.
To be clear, I'm not like swimming deeper. I'm just hanging, like I'm basically laying down, but under the surface.
You're the kid at the 6-foot part of the pool, just like.
Yeah, but under.
A lantern
Hmm.
comes to you and just is hanging out with you and starts to
Alright.
circle above you.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I gather nothing from it.
You gather nothing with an 8. No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just chill there for about 15 minutes.
While Augie's chilling for 15 minutes, I'd like to go and try to like find a low-hanging lantern.
Okay.
And I just want to kind of like corral it and like see if I can get it to like turn, just kind of taking it all in. And like, what does it look like?
Make an arcane or history check or investigation.
I'll go with you. You look like
Arcana or history or investigation.
Arcana, history, or investigation. I'm gonna go with history. From the perspective of, I've heard of this place, only in story, and just wanted to see what it's all about. That's an 8.
8. You don't garner anything immediately off of these. Make a persuasion check as you're handling this.
Better. Persuasion is 18.
18. It kind of follows your hand movements. You turn it one way, it follows. You turn it the other way, it follows. It doesn't have corporealness. Your hand kind of goes through it, and it doesn't give off light. It doesn't give off any heat. If anything, it's a little bit cold, except when you get near the center of it. Then there's a lot of heat, like near the center if your hand goes towards the center. Otherwise, it's like this ball of heat and then cold, and the orb just kind of floats. But it doesn't burn you. And now a wisdom saving throw.
Just before the hell breaks loose, I'm like, a little bit like me. Little hot, little cold. 6.
You don't garner much from it with a 6.
Okay. Thank you, friend. And I like bounce like a little beach ball.
Floats off.
It's strange, Hazel, to finally be here.
Bet.
I
Crazy.
can only assume that your journey with the Ramil Druids was, or maybe anything like this. Hopefully, I have your experience with it.
I'm sure you will find the answers that you're looking for here.
Hopefully. I do.
And if you
appreciate
don't, it'd be a cool story.
it. I plan on living, Shun.
Well, I didn't say you would die. I said it'd be a cool story.
You don't get to write my story until I pass. How about that?
I would never. You were going to tell the story.
I could always tell the story. I've been told I am a great storyteller.
Hazel, no, I'm just playing with him.
Hazel will outlive me.
Okay. I mean, you're probably not wrong, but to be fair, I'm gonna outlive a lot of creatures. So.
Hazel is going to watch each and every one of us die before her very eyes.
No,
And
that's
she will live.
terrible. Bull.
And then you will live far beyond that, and we will live on in your memories. You will.
Shun,
You are
hush your
burdened.
mouth.
You are
Hush your
burdened
mouth.
with telling our story.
I'm gonna grab a nearby lantern and try to shove it into Shun's mouth.
Make a persuasion check
Persuasion?
with disadvantage.
Oh, well, let's see if we can get any lower than that. Oh, we can! That was a 2, but I have a -1 on persuasion.
Ah.
So that is a
Bingo.
1, my friend. That is
But
a
an
1.
unnatural one.
A dirty
It's
one.
true.
The
Dirty one.
the lantern restricts itself from your hand. You take 4 points of cold damage and 3 points of fire damage.
Damn.
It's got
Edge.
like fire shield or something.
You would think I wouldn't take fire damage, but I do.
That's what I
It's
keep saying. How are
unfortunate.
you not resistant?
I don't know.
It's a great
He
question.
is not like you, Shun. Here,
It's true.
That's a good question.
I'll put
Let me
the
see your
lantern
hand.
back, be like, sorry, my bad. We
To
take it.
remind you to continue respecting fire.
And now a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ah, crap.
Oh, there's more. If you order
Alright.
now.
Can you not do
I
that?
rolled
That's
a
really rude.
19 plus 7, so that is a 26.
Oh my god.
Ah, the only thing I'm good at.
26. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You. Okay, 26. Let me just roll something over here real quick for you. Okay. Fair enough.
He doesn't want to tell me whatever it is, I can tell.
Everybody starts
It wasn't
bowing.
supposed to be me.
You see in your head, and you feel the back of your head and your entire lower back. Everything gets really, really hot. You feel fear. You feel like you're out of breath and panting. You look behind you, and you just see like this wild pack of hyenas chasing you in the desert. You try to climb this rock, and your nails like try to dig into the stone that you try to climb, and it just like there's blood on your hands, there's blood on your body all over, and a hyena grabs you by the leg and rends you down to the ground, and the pack just goes on you, and you wake up from the vision.
Are you
My
okay?
leg's there. No, I was just attacked by hyenas.
No, you were not. You were just standing here, Hazel.
No.
Did you get into
I
my
was
mushrooms?
in the desert. No, I love the mushrooms. This was terrible. I was running in the desert, and then there were hyenas, and I tried to climb a rock, and then one bit my leg, and then I fell, and then they were all tearing me to shreds.
Did you say hyenas?
Yes, I said hyenas.
That is a weird dream.
You are okay. Here, let me see your hand, Hazel.
And I'll walk over and I'll inspect like the burns and the cold damage, and I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Here,
Go for it.
this should help. 8 healing.
She's back to full.
Thank you, Sabhir.
No problem. Maybe try
Sabhir,
not to get burned by the lanterns.
describe your cure wounds, please.
So it would emanate basically from my upper bicep on my right side, a little bit, but it fully shows when it hits the wrappings. So I'm holding your hand, and once it gets to the basically the forearm or where the elbow is, the wrappings are underneath. Bluish green light starts to shine from it, and basically from the elbow slowly starts spinning all the way up to the fingertips, and then a nice sea breeze hits you, like salt water, as healing is put into your hands.
As you cast Cure Wounds, you notice that a ton of lanterns come to you and start kind of floating around you. Some of them get really close. There's no burning, there's no cold, there's no nothing, but they are like swarming you.
Oh. Oh, maybe
And-
these are like fireflies. I had fireflies back home. It was always
I don't-
really cool to see them in the fields, just little here, little there, flickering, especially in
Try
the
to-
moonlight.
If you try to... Never mind.
I don't think
No,
these are cool at all.
There's a lot of them, that's for certain.
They're terrible. Terrible vision. You're to terrible places.
And you notice a lot of the Ishkatari nomads from the various tribes are staring at you as well at this point. After a
Oh.
moment, the lanterns start to dissipate again. They leave your immediate space, but you've got a lot of eyes trained on you. Shun, you have quite a few eyes trained on you as well because you're a tiefling. And you're used to this, the regular thing that goes in any town, you get that. But most eyes are trained on you, Sabhir, and you hear whispering.
I gotcha.
Oh,
Beer,
this is great.
do you want me to
Yes.
beat their asses? I'll do it
No.
for you.
They're just lanterns. They don't need beating.
Okay, well,
I don't
if
even know
anybody
how.
says anything to you, let me know.
I don't even know how you would beat up a lantern.
Oh, I meant all the people staring at you.
Hazel? Remember the whole, like, maybe not violence first?
I didn't even do anything. I just volunteered.
At this
So all of
point,
a sudden, I'm not allowed to even stick up for a friend, Shun?
No.
You are
no.
Hazel. Hazel, I will gladly
Yeah.
take your volunteer.
It is the perceived thought of future violence, though. You know.
So I
At
can't
this
even
point, I'll
think
walk
about
out of
violence.
the water.
No.
Okay,
You can think
okay.
about it, but
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Hazel, I feel like I have offended you. Please do not
It's fine.
change my death story. That Shun was a jerk.
As I approach, I
I'm
see
dead and
Hazel's vibe, and I go, this time it was not me. And you guys notice that my tattoos are a little bit more luminescent, like a deep sea water fish might have some bioluminescence.
Ah, Augie, you're positively glowing.
Right, being in the water really brought me back. I feel a lot better.
Ah, good.
Feel like.
What do I feel like? Happy. I feel like things
Like a
make
clam?
sense again. Clams, in my experience, they're rather stingy, actually, very selfish. I assume they're probably happy, but not the most giving sort. So like they sort of are very shut down. I'm happy more like an octopus. Mhm. Yeah, they're friendly. They like to play. Creative little creatures.
True.
Mhm. What's going on over here? A lot of people staring.
The usual. Yeah.
Oh.
We come into
I-
town, we do something.
Do you already
people
talk to a god again or something?
Nope.
No. I
Oh,
tried
okay.
to shove a lantern into Shun's mouth to get him to stop talking, and
Aggressive.
then it burnt me, and then hyenas attacked me, and then
What?
Sabhir healed me, and then people started staring. Oh, and then I threatened to beat their asses for staring at my friend, and then
Sure.
Shun got mad at me and said I wasn't supposed to choose violence or think about violence or even be
Wha-
associated with violence or discuss violence.
I feel
To
like
a
I've been
certain point, I'd
mischaracterized
say.
in this, but whatever.
To be fair, I think that, well, again, I haven't been around the lot of you for that long, but I do feel like there is an extreme lenience towards violence. So the extreme opposite seems like a reasonable countermeasure. That being said, you said hyenas attacked you and you got burned and frozen
Yes.
by the hyenas.
No.
Oh, by
I
how
was
then?
the lantern. And then
The lantern-
hyenas attacked me.
Got mad and burned and froze you. That you tried to shut up Shun with sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was a
And
bad
then-
idea.
And then the hyenas. Are the hyenas still around? Because I feel like people would have a bigger commotion out of that.
No, only I knew the hyenas were there. Seemed to just be a
Okay.
me situation.
So like ghost hyenas.
Mind
attacked.
hyenas.
Yeah.
God. Oh, mind hyenas. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, good to know that things are as crazy as ever. So Sabhir, you were the one who was summoned here, yeah?
Yes, I was told to make my way here to the Temple of Sobnu,
Well, I appreciate
over-
you waiting for
right
me.
over there.
I'm happy to follow in your footsteps now.
In my footsteps.
Well, I suppose you should be leading, no? This is your calling.
Oh, that is what you mean. Yes, we
yeah.
have to meet somebody named Omar was looking for Shun, Hazel, and I.
Hmm.
They set forth. I assume it is you.
I don't know why it would be me.
Well,
Then again, the gods know things. Who's to say?
Omar doesn't really sound like a god's name, though.
Sure, but if you're expected by Omar, then perhaps there's some sort of prophet vibes happening.
You're right.
Hmm.
Well, if we head this way, towards where the camp is,
Mhm.
Omar should be expecting us.
Mm.
But try to keep your hands off the lanterns for now.
Happy to.
And I'll kind of like look back at like the grouping that was like kind of fading away, and I'll just kind of see how the lanterns are acting.
They fade away kind of back into the same patterns that they were in before. They just, some of them on the water, some of them surrounding, like just going around the same tree, some of them hanging out by shrines, some of them just floating up in the air. There is one in particular that is staying with you.
How close?
About 2 or 3 feet from you.
Just above him,
A little bit like kind of like
hovering behind.
yeah,
lagging
hovering behind
behind.
him. Sometimes like goes out in front of you and like
Okay.
stays in front of you, and then it like
Orbiting you.
yeah, a little bit.
Gotcha. That's cool. It's like you have a little friend.
And these lanterns are all different colors. They're all blues and greens and oranges and purples and yellows. They're all singular colors, but there are green ones, there are blue ones, there are red ones, there are orange ones, there are gold and silver, and take your pick.
What color was the one that attacked Hazel?
That was a like soft pink violet sort of one. Peter, the one around you was like a cold white blue sort of one.
Sure. Very icy.
And this kid?
Yours is slightly orange.
Hey, yeah, boy.
Anime protagonist. Colors.
What? What are you talking about? My favorite color.
Naruto, Goku.
Oh, also that. Yeah, literally any shonen anime.
Makes sense.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's so fucking okay. Anyways,
Sabhir's hair starts to just poof out in crazy directions.
Yeah.
I must look farther beyond.
Mhm, yeah, there you go.
End my turn.
In defense mode.
There you go. And while
Okay.
everyone else takes their turn, he'll just stand there screaming.
I like to not move. Well, you still have an action. I spend it screaming, and a bonus
Yep.
action, a little bit more screaming.
That's right.
and I action surge for more screaming.
Yeah, that's how you get stronger in the
And
game.
that's the session. We'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll have a 20-minute episode on a recap of me screaming.
And Shun will be
Charging
running towards the battle for that entire time.
Chosen one, I'm
Yeah.
coming.
You're on my way. I'm
Um,
coming, Sabhir. I hear you.
That's right.
if it's
Um,
2 to 3 feet away from me, I would like to kind of not touch it, but just kind of see how it reacts to my movements. Like maybe like sway my hand underneath it and just kind of, kind of back up and see if it's still following me type thing.
It is following you, like a lost puppy finding a human they think is kind. It's following you.
Aw,
It's like starting to strobe the more you're like.
it's a sweet characterization.
All right, you want to dance off, dude?
As you
Okay.
interact with it a little more, you have a sense of loss and a sense of hope. You feel frustration. You feel anger and sadness. You feel betrayal. And you sense a pleading.
I know I said don't touch the lanterns. But we all have to try at least once.
Sure.
And I'll just hold out my right hand, my dead hand to it, and just kind of see if it will like land in my hand, like a butterfly, like a beautiful butterfly.
Be careful.
It lands
I think I can do.
on your hand, and you're on the edge of a cliff in the middle of the day, the sun beating down upon you. You hold your scimitar in one hand and a sling in the other. Your assailant comes towards you with a dagger. You throw the sling, he barrel rolls. You come down with a scimitar, he catches with his bracer and stabs a dagger into your side. He whispers something in a language you don't quite understand, and then throws you off a cliff with a gleam in his eye and a smile.
Could I perchance try to perceive the eye?
Yeah, make a perception check. Sure.
It's gonna be a 16.
16. You're sensing the winds and the sands around you, and the individual, you feel a deep sadness about this person who's attacking you. They're a human. They have sun-kissed skin, and they wear robes much like the Ishkatari. They have a long, black, bushy beard, and white wraps over their head. And you see this person, and it feels like losing a brother. It feels like being stabbed by one of the people that matters most to you, and you sense a loss for your wife and a betrayal on your wife's behalf. And in the last moments of falling to the ground from the cliffside in the desert on to the salt stone at the bottom, you sense nothing but love for your wife, and you die. And you wake from that vision. Your unique connection tells you these are will-o-wisps. They are remnants of. They are souls. They are the remnants of souls of the deceased.
Oh, shit.
Sabir,
Hazel.
are you okay?
Yes. I am fine. I am just overtaken with emotions at the moment.
What happened? And I'll like grab his hands.
I witnessed my own death, or not my own death, or it seems as though the lanterns all carry a life inside them.
Oh, is that why I was attacked by hyenas?
I felt as though I had a connection with the person who assaulted me, and when I was plummeting to my death, I felt lost. Like if Fagari were to turn around and stab me, and then I woke up.
But you were stabbed?
Yes, I am. I was stabbed with a dagger in the chest.
It seems that these show you the final moments of an individual.
Interesting.
Horrifying.
Horrifying.
Kind of beautiful. Why are they here?
I do not know. But it may have something to do with the temple. Maybe a collection of... I don't know. Maybe the Oasis, or just the temple itself. Maybe there's something about these waters, or just Sobnu.
Sobnu's the god of death.
Yes.
One of.
One of. What did the old lady tell you? He was like the inviter, or the one that like severs your mortal tie.
He is like a ferryman. The one who bridges the gap.
So then maybe these are waiting for their trip?
Potentially.
Makes you wonder how they ended up like this. If that is the case.
How they ended up here, or how they ended up...
Oh, I mean, I assume they died and now they are floating, but it is disconcerting that they are not on the other side, that they are here and interacting. That freaks me out.
Maybe something holds them here. Maybe the temple, maybe...
Yeah, which, yeah. Good thing we don't have that amulet.
I would
Want
take
to
you with
find
me.
out. I appreciate it. Yeah. If I become a will-o-wisp, yeah, take me back to your school. Don't leave me here. This place fucking sucks. No offense. No offense. Yeah. Oh, let's... Omar? Omar? Is that the guy?
Yes, that is the guy.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Please, follow me.
And I will
Yeah.
head off.
Cool. You walk through the tents asking here and there for Omar. And eventually you come into not a tent, but a half tent, half building kind of built into part of the cliffside. And as you come in, and ask for Omar. You see that in this room there are rugs and cushions. On the ground, you see 3 people having a very heated, not heated, but a very lively discussion. And behind, on the end wall, there is a pot over a small controlled fire, like a wood oven, brick oven, and you see a gnoll. And a gnoll turns around. Oh, the Galavantiers! I am Omar. You are friends of Yovan. Iskander, yes?
Excuse me. I'm leaving.
Oh. Is it something I said?
I do not think so.
As before you leave, real quick, before you notice Omar, you see an old man, like an older gentleman, dressed in wizard's robes and an apron, and the validity of equal exchange, you don't understand. And then on the other side, this gentleman with a large hat, a duster cloak, and red hair. I mean, I tell you, allow me to explain to you the merits of not potion making, but of making your own devices. It is Jean-Baptiste Duval present in the tent. And then there's a woman. She looks very beautifully adorned with tattoos and all sorts of jewelry. And she has very, very caked on makeup, and she looks old. You can see the wrinkles in her sun-worn skin. And she's just leaning back and just looking at these two go back and forth. Before you react to all this, you see Omar, Shun, you immediately depart.
Shun, where are you going?
Just gone.
Sabhir, you go talk to Omar. I'll go check on Shun. And I'll follow
Understood.
Shun out.
Oh.
Augie?
I suppose I'll follow you.
Okay.
And you see
I'll say
everybody
hi
in the
to
room kind of turn to you guys. The conversation dies and everybody turns to you guys.
How did you, get here so fast, Shun?
Have we... Oh! You, Yes!
Yep, it was me.
It's both, it's both of
it is
you.
I.
Both of you.
It is I.
No, it's my,
I'm not sure who you are.
yeah, I know you as well, right? No, we have not met. Yes, we have met. I've met both of you. No?
No.
Only him. Yes, only you have my symbol. Yes, and remind me, you are
What's your name?
I am Jean-Baptiste Duval. I am the proprietor and the operator and owner of Arcane Echoes, the premier arcane magic shop in all of the lands of Teslim.
All right.
We kind of struck a deal.
Yes, a
with-
deal.
with-
Yes.
With this man back in Sagen.
Yes, that's in Sagen, in Alad, no, in Contact, in Ravi's Contact.
You seem
yes.
nervous, lad.
I can't quite remember. Pardon. What's your name again?
I want to insight check this man.
Make an insight check.
It feels like he is nervous that he's getting caught for screwing people over right now, and I don't understand fully what this energy is. All right, let's go inside. 16.
He is definitely trying to grasp at some information that he can't quite recall. It seems like he's struggling to remember something, and he's trying to not be impolite. He's like, I should know this guy's name. and it's not coming to me, and I feel bad. And you said 16?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what you gather
All right.
from him.
Okay.
Remember these shadow creatures on the bridge?
I remember shadow creatures. eh?
Shadow, the smoke creatures
Yes.
on the
smoke
bridge,
shadow.
on the bridge of Contek.
Yes.
Yeah, because you went to my shop at Contek Castle. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
And
Sabhir,
I-
why is our mission is to speak with Omar? Yeah.
Yes, but what is
Right.
You are staying
kind
with
of
Omar.
odd- Not staying with Omar. I have come to speak with him.
Oh, well, this is the best accommodations in the Oasis to stay for however long you will be staying. And you see the old man kind of get up. Yes, it is quite quite the establishment. A stronger, sturdier roof. Pleasure to meet you. I am Everett Zaid.
Everett Zaid.
Yes. Yes, I am a potion master at 26. I shall have you know I was a professor at the Halcyon Arcane Research Seminary in Galavantiers.
That is a lot of words.
It means
But I'm
very
glad-
little to me, but congratulations, I think.
Yes,
They
you sound
appreciate
very esteemed.
a good mind.
But my question still remains for Jean. How did you get here so fast?
Oh, well, well, you know, I travel, I go about and you know, I explore. I have, magical means.
Magical
Did
means
your
to find the place
teleportation
that-
spell also get screwed up?
I did not teleport. Not here, at least.
Well, that's good.
I've been here about a week and preparing to depart in the next few days, but a lot of my research, good research here, and Zaid has proven to be a very useful colleague.
I do apologize for my questioning, but
I don't.
one thing concerns me. Who brought you here?
I travel on my own, and sometimes through magical means.
But not teleportation.
Well, not this time. Not necessarily. It's a lot of energy to teleport, and the magic is sometimes unstable depending on where you are.
That's how I ended up here.
Yeah.
What are you researching? I'm a researcher.
Oh, I go out. I collect old arcane relics, and I try to study purely for academic purposes exactive magics. You know that exactive magic is a perversion of magic. So for those of you who know about magic, there is the resonance, which is kind of like this, the well of magic, and that is what emanates throughout the entirety of reality. Exactive is taking that and perverting it, and
Got it.
Yeah, purely for academic purposes. But yeah, no, and I make my own items, magic shop, which I have some items if you would be interested. And Zaid is like, perhaps you would be interested in some more excellent items, something that
I-
cannot be removed
Not
from you.
This is not.
I've-
This is
Potions,
certainly not the time.
the best. The best.
Okay, we'll talk to you after.
I do agree with Augie. I have come here for Omar. It's just you do not make sense.
Moi? Me?
Yes.
I don't know what to tell you. You are explorer, I'm explorer. You adventurer, I'm adventurer.
What? Jean Baptiste is human or
Human.
Human. Okay. Right. Well.
I don't know anything about exemptive magic because
You would.
my
you,
stuff's from Divine.
You can make an arcane. You can still do exemptive magic even though the source is divine or the channel is divine. You can make an arcana check.
Okay.
I'll do one.
No hate.
Arcana.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 16 again.
16.
funny.
So you both know that exaptive magic is kind of like perversion of magic.
Perversion,
It's
yeah.
misuse. It's kind of generally when you go with the resonance, when you channel the resonance, you kind of connect with it and use it in such a way, and you commune with the resonance. Exaptive magic is forcing the resonance to do something it doesn't want to do. It's sequestering it. And exaptive magic is outlawed. Basically worldwide. It is
Okay.
connected to dark magics like the abyss, like the hells. Actually, it's not even fully connected to like the hells. It's kind of like left over from the Great Punishment.
Right on.
And it's like this thought that if you delve too much into exaptive magics, it'll bring about the end of the world again.
When gods go bad, this is what happens.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Right on. Okay. Right. I feel like I'm just gonna turn to Sabhir and sort of speak. Very obviously, I'm like whispering to him. Even though we're in company, I'll just go like, I don't know if we want to waste time cross-examining this right now, or maybe we'll just deal with that later.
I understand. We can talk
Right.
later. I have my own things.
Yeah. I just turn
Omar.
back to Jean Baptiste and I go, I want to chat with you later.
I would love that.
Mhm.
Absolutely, I'll be at your service.
Wonderful.
And you see the woman laying down, still kind of just like enjoying this entire thing, and she's just like smiling and just kind of like, observing and studying you guys. Before we
And
go to
I'll take a
Omar,
step behind them.
Shun and Hazel. Shun, you move the flap of the tent aside, step outside.
As I do so, I cast invisibility.
Okay. Hazel,
Damn, B.
make a actually both of you roll initiative.
Good luck.
Dirty 20.
22.
Oh!
Hazel, you step outside. Shun is nowhere in view.
Done. Damn it. Did it again.
Shun, what are you doing?
I'm booking it to the nearest dune.
You're leaving the Oasis in its entirety.
I mean, I'm going just outside. Like, I'm in fight or flight.
Okay.
I just want to, like, still within view, but away.
Hiding in the outskirts.
Okay, we're gonna come to that in a second. Hazel, you do not see Shun. What are you doing?
I do like a perception check to see if like there's any like if he breezes past anything that moves or like steps on something that will
Make a
make an indention or something.
Make a perception check with disadvantage. Shun, you get to roll stealth with advantage because they're invisible.
Dang it. 9.
Good luck. Way more than that. What's 15 plus 8?
Yeah, that's 23. You're good.
Yeah, 23? Yeah.
23, you're good. He books it. Hazel, you have no way of knowing. You just see the lanterns, the Oasis, the tents, the people.
Dang. Wait. All right.
You could turn into something that's
I
better at
can-
tracking.
I'm gonna cast.
Wild shape
that
into
I'm
Sherlock
thinking
Holmes.
of. Oh yeah, all right. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire. It's a cube. I'm gonna see if I can get him before he's out.
Okay.
Because if I do, then
Shun.
he
think-
can't benefit from being invisible.
Right.
Just a glittering little tiefling boy.
Shun.
Fuck, I'm so
Edward?
beautiful.
Uh,
Why have you cursed me with this look?
roll. Shun, roll a d4.
2.
Hazel, roll a d4.
Four.
Your fairy fire lands in an area. It lights up the entire space, and the flames dance. And you see actually a lot of the lanterns, these will-o-wisps, the lanterns, they kind of congregate a little bit and dance with the flames, but it dissipates and does not land on Shun.
Fine. Run this time. Can't be invisible forever.
Shun.
How annoying.
So Hazel, you rejoin the group.
I'm just gonna chill outside the
tent for-
tent. I already kind of left, so I'm just gonna sit there.
Shun, you book it to the dunes. Nat 20 or nat 1, please.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. It is a natural 20.
Oh, well, this is appropriate for whatever you're feeling.
You run past the tents. You run up the dunes. You get near the top of the dune to see the expanse of the desert that you've just crossed. And right before you go to take your next steps to finish your sprint, you just ram into something, get slammed back. Get up! Chains wrap around your body and stand you up and squeeze you. I don't want to be here either. But we have a duty, and you have no choice.
You know.
I do. I don't care. And he grabs you by the horn and pulls you into it close to his face. Do your job. Get over it. Grow up. And he shoves you down.
Fuck you.
I'm used to it. Releases the chains. Remember, any time that you spend with these people, with your friends, making food, having a good time, it's like a little oasis. Like this little oasis. It's a perfect little analogy for your situation. You're mine, your property, and you'll be nothing more. Now, I will give you everything that you want. Don't forget the reward that I have promised. But it doesn't work unless you do as I say.
Was it her?
What makes you think I know?
Oh, don't fucking play with me. You are a god. You don't know all.
Is that an answer you want right now? What's in it for me?
Play puppet master.
Hmm.
I go back. I do what you want. Against everything that screams in me to run. Do you feel fear? Do you know what it is like? To see the person who literally tore you to pieces. Everywhere you look. Into every shadow, every creek. Every time somebody puts their hand out to say hello, it is like I am in... Do you know what that is like? Above your high towers, In your little cell in dungeons. Do you know what that is like? Just answer me the fucking question. Was that my wife or not? And I will go do what you want.
I'm afraid you still owe me what I want because you let him escape. But you know, and he kind of like looks over you and surveys the oasis, and you can see his eyes trained on the temple. I'll tell you what I'll do. You do something for me once you get in there. It will be minor, a trinket to collect. There is which one do I want? Oh, yes. Yes, yes. I believe I will take the feather. In one of the rooms in the temple is an altar. There's a vulture's feather at the altar. And he looks around. Yes. You can get any old vulture, kill it, take its feather. Very easy to replace the one on the altar. And even, I'll do this, and he like grabs your chest and digs nails into there. You feel a swell of magic in you. I'll give you this extra gift. Collect the feather for me, and I will give you the answer.
Done.
Now go back and don't make me come out here again. Especially for your cowardice. God, I thought you were made of sterner stuff. And he disappears.
Why do you think they call me Shun? I'll begin looking for a vulture.
Easy enough. It is just past the twilight hour, and you see some hanging out on the cliffside. I'm not gonna make you roll anything. It's super simple enough to collect a vulture feather. We'll say you collect a few just to kind of like get a variety, so you know which one to replace it with. The surge that's in your chest, as the pain starts to subside, you have one use of legendary resistance.
Okay. All right.
Damn.
Some powerful stuff.
The
Whoa.
intention you gather is for whatever the hell's like that feather is protected on. That's what he's giving it to you for. You can do whatever you want, but
I trip and stub my toe.
that's the instruction. So you have one singular use of legendary resistance.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yep.
Question for you. Since I had collected these feathers, am I no longer invisible?
We'll say that by the time that you manage to go to the cliffside and draw down a vulture, or do something enough time is. It's an hour, right?
1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour. Yeah, we'll say that your spell kind of just is ending as you make it back to the tent, if that's where you're going.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Just an eldritch blast and a puff of feathers.
Actually, fun fact: Eldritch Blast affects everything but feathers. No.
Guys, I brought back a turkey. I brought back dinner.
fishing for birds in the sky. It's fucking stupid. Get back here, you fucking.
You make it back to the tent. We're gonna pick up with them, and we'll bring you back in at an appropriate time.
Sure.
You approach Omar, Sabhir, and Augie. Hazel, are you coming back in, or are you still waiting outside for Shun?
No, I'm just gonna wait outside.
Okay. All right.
But if I can like hear in, I'll eavesdrop. But if not, then I'm just sitting there.
Make a perception check.
All right.
I open up the door to the tent to give her advantage.
15.
15. You
It's
can
hot in here.
you can make out about 75% of what's being said inside.
All right, then I'll listen to about 75%, but pretend like I'm not.
Cool.
And now we must kiss.
La 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 la.
Inside the ring.
Omar joins the conversation. Yeah, hello. Yes. Friends of Jovan Iskander. You are a lot shorter than I was informed that you would be, and also a man. Yes, yes, you. And with a
then
beard
you were
and green
misinformed.
hair.
Who were you
I
expecting?
I think I understand what's going on here.
Uh-huh.
You are not Vagari.
I am not.
Ah. No, but no. Yes.
I'm a fully different person.
Understood. That makes a lot more sense. It would be weird if a Goliath suddenly turned into. What are you exactly?
I'm a sea elf. Although,
What's a sea elf?
part of my parentage is Goliath.
Ah. There's the similarity.
Sure, yeah.
Sea elf.
Sea elf is just an elf of the sea,
Of
right?
the sea.
The ocean.
Of the ocean. Like.
Yeah.
I did not know there were people that live down there. that is quite interesting.
Mhm.
How do you breathe?
I take in oxygen like everyone else.
In the water.
I take in oxygen like everyone else.
Wow.
hmm
That, and without drowning.
Right, correct.
Like a fish with gills.
I asked this exact same question.
That would
right?
make
We said
sense, yes?
Look, we don't talk about the gills, man. Right?
Oh, is that rude?
Yes.
Ah,
Right. Very.
very sorry.
It's fine. I'm reacting like you know. You don't know.
Well,
It's fine.
welcome to the Oasis of 1,000 Landers. I am Omar. I am with the tribe of the Silent Sky. And Jovan Iskander told me to make accommodations for you all because you would be coming here potentially. Yes, you were looking for
Very
the
cool.
Ishkatari.
Very cool.
Yes,
Uh,
we were, and we are happy to be here. You said accommodations.
Well, if you wish, if you have made other arrangements yourself, that is fine. But I generally host the individuals that stay with us for a bit, for this tribe in particular. And as he's saying this, you see the other woman, Asura, that was with you guys earlier. She walks in as well. Yes, Musafir sent word. Miss Kaldesh, welcome. Please, your accommodations are this way. And she kind of like looks at you guys and looks at everybody else. Thank you. It's been such a long journey. And she goes and kind of like follows where he mentioned. The inside is built into the cliff wall, and there are tunnel systems that kind of like lead to rooms. And as you know that as you were walking in, there's like these little windows in the cliffside there. So that's rooms have like window view. Yes, the third room, second floor, third room. Well, there's only one side, so you'll find it. Yes.
You said Jovan Ishkatar?
Ishkander.
Ishkander.
He was the guy who was the owner of the Oasis of 1,000 Lanterns Inn in Shalheel.
Got it.
Well, we do not have a tent big enough to suit all 4 of us. So, I would like to see these accommodations.
Oh, please, follow. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. You've had a very long journey. Would you like some tea or something to eat, perhaps?
Tea would be best.
Tea, yes.
I think it would be rude to reject this. Sure, yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Let me take you to your rooms and I will immediately prepare this, okay?
Lovely. Just wait one moment, sorry.
Yes.
I'm going to see if our 2 other party members are accessible so that we could do this all at once.
Certainly,
Yeah?
certainly, yes.
Just a moment, and I'll pop my head out. And,
Then I will prepare the tea in the meantime.
He goes into this kind of like archway behind where the hearth is.
yeah, I'll pop out and just go, Hazel, Shun.
You see Hazel there. Shun is still yet to arrive.
Hey, Hazel.
Hey. I'm here.
Um,
Shun left.
Where did he run off to?
I don't know. He did that invisible thing that he likes to do.
I did not realize that was a habit. Well, apparently Omar's got accommodations for the 4 of us. So if you'd like to come in and have some tea, and then I suppose whenever Shun decides to come back, I suppose he'll have to encounter this on his own.
Sure. I'm glad you came to get me because, to be honest, I was eavesdropping and I had a feeling that that's what y'all were talking about, but it felt awkward if that would have been the moment I would have walked in. So, good thinking. I'll just
Sure,
walk
yeah.
right past him.
And I'll come back around. Go, hey, why don't well, where's Pillow?
Oh, shit! Oh.
Just
I
Pillow's like
left
on a camel,
Pillow.
like cresting the dune.
Yeah.
Pillow's the one going.
Pillow just has like like the cloth covering like
Blue eyes.
I figured we'd leave a friendly face behind to welcome Shun, and Pillow seemed like the right choice to make, but well,
You have Pillow with you.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's fine.
Here's Pillow.
lovely. Is that a mission we can entrust to Pillow, or would you rather
This time.
make a little summon?
Do you think Pillow's safe here?
Honestly, you touched a lantern and got burned and attacked by hyenas, so I don't know that anyone's safe.
Oh, that is true, but I think Pillow would take that lantern down with these little spikes, so I think...
Honestly, why not?
Alright, you stay here, okay? Tell Shun.
Make an animal handling check.
listen al pillow. Listen al pillow.
That is a dirty 20.
Hey,
Pillow, as you place Pillow down, she or he?
She.
She.
No, he.
He, like,
He.
sits up at attention, outstretches his front legs, and just kind of smells the air.
Cute.
incredible.
Got him.
Right,
Oh, he's just a precious little angel.
absolutely.
Okay, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I. Oh my god! I was so long without you. Come on. Let's go get you some tea. Let's go get you some tea.
Maybe the fire spirit will
Mr.
handle this one. And then,
Morgan.
yeah.
So
You walk in. He has tea prepared for you all. Shun is still not arrived. He shows you to a few rooms that you see on the first and second floor. You come back down once you like set your things up, if that's what you guys want to do. I don't know. Tell you what, let's take a break here.
Solid.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Oh,
Y'all enjoy your breaks.
And we're back. Also, I looked it up. A group of vultures is called a committee, a venue, or a volt. While in flight, they are called a kettle, and while they are feeding, they are referred to as a wake.
Well, I
Did
knew
you
a kettle
use
of hawks.
The same link that I shared in the Discord.
Oh, did you share a link in the Discord? I didn't see it.
Yeah. It's desertmuseum.org.
It's called a committee, venue, or volt. Okay, yeah, Well, I just have it from Google, but
I see.
fair enough. We're back.
Hi, everyone. I had ceviche.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it was desperately necessary.
How's he doing? No, but for real, very delicious.
It's the good shit.
Are you ready to hop back into it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Cool. So you guys make it back. He shows you to your rooms. Each of you has an individual room. There's 2 rooms on the first floor, 2 rooms on the second floor. You guys decide amongst yourselves who wants to stay where. And then as you come back into the general area, Shun has now rejoined.
Cool. I have no preference if you guys want the top floor or bottom floor.
Makes no difference to me.
I would maybe prefer if.
Sorry, real quick. The will-o-wisp, the lantern that was following Sabhir, is staying outside the tent. Like, it followed you all the way to the tent, and it's just hanging out outside the tent. And when it sees you, like, look out one of the windows of one of the rooms, it goes and hangs out by the window. And then once you, like as you leave there, it goes back to outside of the tent.
Huh.
Just hanging around.
Maybe we should split up the party based on traits that we have. Maybe, Hazel and Yuagi take one floor and Sabir and Shun, or mismatch. That way there's a dynamic of fighters.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Understood. I think that's a very good call, actually.
Hazel, do you mind if we bunk together?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, decision made then.
Omar is in this room, though he's keeping a little bit of a distance from you guys.
is Jean there?
Yeah. Jean-Baptiste Duval and Everett Zaid is there. And they are, once again, gaining back into their conversation. And the other woman, she's now a little more participatory. Yeah.
Shun's keeping his eyes down from everybody.
Okay.
Specifically trying to put blinders on
From Omar.
from Omar.
Omar does approach you guys to your area.
The tea is ready for you all. I hope you enjoy. If there's anything that you need from me, please let me know. I would like to make your stay here as comfortable as possible. And if you have anything else, Musafir is the leader. He's in charge. So, good. At your service.
Thank you.
And he goes back to like his area and just kind of like wipes down the table that's in front of the hearth.
Well, I guess we can take our tea and maybe see to our rooms.
Sure.
That's a good idea.
Shun, would you like to, do you want to chat, mate?
No, I'm good, doggy.
All right. I'll just give him a reassuring pat on the shoulder. If you want to chat, feel free.
Yeah.
And I will, as I walk away towards the room that I'll be staying in, I just say, a quick swim usually makes me feel better. Just saying.
I am still iffy on the whole water situation. Might dip my toes in.
I told with you tomorrow. Or later today. Either one. Next time we decide to go to the water, I'll put my toes in with you then.
Okay.
I'm not usually like an elf in water, you know? I'm normally like a water creature in water. So it's gonna be weird being myself in water. But try.
Yeah. Oh, I completely forgot to ask. Everett, potion master. Are,
Yes,
you would
yes.
be-
What can I do for you?
how long are you staying?
I have met Mr. Jean-Baptiste Duval the third, and I will be accompanying him on his journeys for a while.
Oh, and Jean, I guess I should ask you that question. How long do you plan on staying here?
Well, I mean, I'll be staying for a few days. I mean, some of the group, the team, you guys, people who I'm sponsoring. I have wares for you all, so maybe I stay here for a few more days. And Everett also has some good materials as well that I think might be of interest to you. I don't know.
Well,
How's
if
the
I-
boy?
Oh, he's fine. Yes, he's back in contact. He's taking care of the shop.
Good.
That's right. You met them.
That is good to hear. Maybe I have some spare coin to spend at our provided discount.
Yes, at your provided discount for sure. Actually, as a matter of fact, if you are asking about Dante, let me show you something that he made. You all had a very interesting, a very encouraging energy for him. He has gotten crazy in the shop. Here we go.
At this, I'll put my hand like on Shun's shoulder just as like a sign of support.
So, let's see here. Which one was the one that he made you guys? He opens his bag and he starts going through some stuff. Here we are. And he takes out a sliver of a mirror-like crystal bound in silver wire. Now that Dante, I don't know what kind of things you were encouraging him. Always the troublemaker, but this will allow you one time a day. You will be able to replay the last 10 seconds of a conversation that you could within 30 feet of your distance. It's very good for eavesdropping. I don't know what kind of stuff you are into, so if you want something a little more clandestine, this is what you want of me.
That is very useful. We've gotten much use out of your items from previous,
Oui,
especially this cloak.
of course. I'm happy to hear it. Now, I do have a number of other things. I don't know what you might be interested in.
We could maybe peruse
Yes.
tomorrow.
Absolutely. I am going to copy paste for you all in the chat
the chat of the Discord.
Hey!
Hey, nice!
Welcome.
Old nerdy
Nerdy
bastards.
bastards,
Thank you for coming
welcome.
in. So I'm putting it
Oh,
in the
yeah.
chat for you guys, so
Oh,
you guys
wow.
can take a look at the description. It does not look great, so I
Yeah,
apologize.
the way it's laid out doesn't.
Yeah,
look
the way
great,
it's laid out
but,
doesn't look great. Let me adjust that a little
Can't
bit.
help but notice there are no costs associated to their relevant.
That's just how good the discount is.
You have a cost. Your cost is associated with the rarity of the item.
Yeah, which is 100% off after the discount.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, it goes
That's
to
incredible, my guy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You should have seen what Sabhir had to do to get that.
Was it fishing?
Well, of a sort.
Of a sort.
Catfishing for sure.
Mhm.
All right.
Heyo. There you go.
Took noodling to a whole other degree.
Arcane Shard,
Okay.
Duval's Dashing Cane, Coin of Duality, Ring of Elegant Evacuation, Glamour Weave, the Lantern of Wandering Stars, and then the rest of them are normal items: Orb of Shielding, Orb of Time, Rope of Mending, Veteran's Cane, Boots of Elvenkind, and Immovable Rod.
Nice.
And then I can give you a list of Everett's potions, but I need to adjust something first. So let me see.
I ain't got money like that, so I can't buy any of it.
Okay. Shall we go to our rooms? We can drink the tea at Shun and Hazel's abode.
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
I'll take the tea.
Good night, Everett and Shun.
Good night, Ami. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
And I'll walk to one of the rooms.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll
I mean,
follow.
we're walking with them. I can't. Yeah, these are all cool, but I have 18 gold, so. Yeah.
That's a good
Crazy.
question. How much do I have?
How much gold does everybody have?
I
Or
Or
think I have,
37.
I have 149.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All right, and then, wow, it really doesn't.
As we get situated into the rooms, I'll turn to Augie and
Listen, I understand that the meeting of Jean, Everett, and Omar were a little weird, especially with Jean.
Yeah.
We met him in contact back in Sajin. Were the hairs sticking up on the back of your neck, like mine?
Right, yeah. Absolutely.
What I do not understand is how he made it here on his own.
Well, it's not clear to me either. Certainly, I don't know what his capabilities are. But he said he didn't teleport, so either he became the wind, or he flew on the wind, or he got a ride from someone who has a magical beast.
and I'll turn to Shun and Hazel and like,
Remember when we were with the Ishkatari, and they said they were the only ones who can make it here. The only ones that knew the route. Yet somehow he shows up before us in a place that can only be found by the Ishkatari. It does not make sense.
Unless maybe he's traveled here before with the Ishkatari? In the past?
That did not even cross my mind. He said he was researching something. Augie.
Either way, that doesn't really explain the speed at which he arrives here. Assuming that you had left the same location before him, theoretically it should still take longer than however many days we spent with the other druids. But he claimed to be studying aberrant magic, which is concerning given the well, perhaps in this group it's not that concerning because I feel like illegality is seldom a factor to be considered. But it's heavily
you say?
illegal. Mm-hmm. So it's strange. Well, not aberrations themselves, but corrupted magic, right? So, if for example, perhaps if you were to take something that could be a healing spell, and you attempted to twist it to do something it is not aligned to do, that would be the corruption of that magic. There's some things that are relics that contain that sort of I guess you could call it a scar. So this would be the sort of thing he's referencing. We talk about these sorts of things sometimes, but it's not something that I personally have direct experience with. And purely academically, I understand that sort of inclination to study it, but I'm not sure. That man does not make me feel good about, I guess anything.
If he is in a place, a temple, where souls of the dead stay here until, I guess, Sobnu takes them or whatever this is, and he is trying to pervert it, that does not bode well with me.
I would share the concern. He says he's looking for things that are already perverted, not that he is interested in testing the limits of certain sorts of magic. Arguably, that is a form of research, so maybe that is what he means. But one thing is to acquire and study these sorts of artifacts and relics, and another is to produce them. Again, I don't know this man. You all have entered into some form of contract with him. I'm not sure what the nature of these things are, but
it is just a discount for his wares. That is it. We were told that he had other shops around, but I still, it does not feel right.
I'm inclined to agree with you. It's quite a distance, but I mean, yeah, maybe he's been here before, so he had some form of expediting his path. I'm not sure how it would work, but it is certainly something that seems concerning and something worth looking into. But next to what calls you here, it does seem rather secondary, if not tertiary, lest it be a threat to your aims. And as far as the sort of thing he's looking into, if he's claiming that there are such items in this sacred ground, I would have to imagine it has to do with Well, we all know the history of the calamity, I'm sure.
Punishment.
As punishment, my apologies. I'm sure it has to do with something related to that. Or perhaps the dark days that surround them. I haven't heard of any new sort of productions in that sector. Then again, that's not my focus, and I do apologize.
Augie, I would say, sorry, you do know that the Verdorn employ exaptive magics occasionally.
Other than the Verdoran, I mean. But I'm sure you were aware, given that you've encountered them more so than I have. That exaptive magic.
Maybe we keep an eye on Jean.
Sure.
If he is perverting the souls of the dead, I will not stand for it.
Perverting the souls of the dead. Well, I suppose he wouldn't be the first. Well, I imagine he wouldn't be the first. That sounds very punishment era.
Okay. Shun,
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Sorry about that.
it's okay. Would you like some tea?
I would, yeah.
Okay. I go ahead and pour him one. Just
You ran.
I did. Like a coward. Really fast, too. Sorry,
Annoyingly fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Got to work on that.
Late night run?
Something like that. Thought I saw an old acquaintance.
And did you?
No.
Oh.
No.
Acquaintance that makes you run on sight. Shocking acquaintance.
You saw an old acquaintance
As
in the
opposed to a
room,
new
and
one.
that's why you ran?
Sabhir, you remember when you helped my back out?
I do.
After, yeah.
I was going to point at it.
Yeah. I thought I saw Kazan. I'm kind of ashamed it brought me back to the first time I met with Vagari. I know that that is not the same man, but even calling him a man is too kind for Kazan. I freaked out. I had to get down to that. But I'm better now. We're good.
If that is what you think you saw, then I understand.
No. No. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Would you like
Maybe
to
not
help
to-
us understand?
Augie, I want you to imagine this. Having pieces of you cut off, and then put back on, and then cut off again, and put back on. Dying and coming back for someone's sick pleasure. Being sold, pushed to the brink of death, wishing that you could die just to be kept alive long enough for him to laugh. I hear his laugh every night. Sometimes, Sabhir, when I look at you, I kind of see him. teeth.
I
Used
cannot
to chew
change
on
my.
me.
Who is the person who did this?
His name is Kazan, and he is a slave trader, but he took a very fascinated liking to me.
A rather macabre one.
Partly because of how I earned my name.
Huh.
The other part because he is just evil.
Well, I don't think that there is any proportional thing to be said when facing such unkind, well, like you said, flat out evil experience. Other than my deepest apologies that you went through that.
Don't apologize, I deserved it.
Well, no one deserves that.
I did.
But it sounds to me.
Augie, do you have
Oh.
family?
I do.
Who are your family?
Well, I spent most of my time with at least one being my father. But my mother is alive as far as I know. She's the Goliath, the land dweller. But I was raised mostly in the sea.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
None that I have met. I'd consider some of the members of the Archivists close in that way.
Okay. Let me put it to you like this. I was responsible for my brothers. Not entirely, but I had one job. And I failed that job. And because of that, they were brutally murdered in front of me. And instead of me joining them in death, I was sold to Kazan.
And so you determined that you deserve to be tortured into death multiple times over.
Maybe not the first time. But Hazel, you know this. I met my wife. I tried to get us to escape. And I failed again. Because of that, I have no idea what has happened to her. Oh, my child.
You are
And
her
so,
father.
yes. I do not know.
What does... I apologize for remaining on this painful subject, but what does he look like? Such that you thought you saw him? Is it Jean-Baptiste?
Mm-mm. Imagine Omar, but bigger.
A larger
violent.
Omar. Okay.
Hyena. Massive,
Oh.
strong jaws. Blood. A lot of it mine. Soaking down his neck.
Huh.
And that... Yeah.
I see. Interesting. Well, I can't take your pain away, and I can't mend your past. But I'll tell you this much. If I were on an expedition with me mates, the archivists, and one of them did fail to do their duty. It's not a matter of if, it's an eventuality. We all fail at some point. And the rest of us die as a result. I should hope that that friend does not feel like their life should be resigned. Additionally, I should hope that that friend does not feel like they deserve to be mutilated repeatedly into multiple deaths. And I should hope that friend, should they feel that way, can learn that that sort of thing is not the life I wish for them ever. If they don't know that, I feel perhaps I've failed to communicate that, and that's on me. But I'm not here to deny any of their pain, mate. But I'm here to say that tomorrow exists, and you're the one that gets to see it. And if you carry all these people with you, let it shine for them too, and for that, it needs to shine for you.
I will shine when Kazan's blood is on my hands. End of story.
Well, I'm sure that Kazan would appreciate that you aren't letting yourself feel how you should now that you're alive in a way. At least until he's dead.
Touché.
Mate, I hope he dies, and I hope he dies soon, especially by your hand. If we run into him and I'm around, know that I'll help you. And if you figure
very
out where
glad
he
you
is
said
and you can send to me, do so. But
I'm very,
until
very
that
glad you said
happens,
that, Taki. Can I ask you all a favor? Are we alone?
If you guys are in your bed chambers, yes.
I need your help. All of you.
sure.
Sabhir, I'm sorry, but I have to take something from these people.
What do you mean?
I need to take a feather of your god. Or at least the one that they think is your god.
We haven't even been into the temple yet,
I know.
and you're already trying to...
Yes.
It's
need
interesting
this.
that you know there's a feather in there.
My god. Well, patron, not my god. It's really kind of a piece of shit, frankly. But
I do not know how these gods work. What if you are cursed?
Oh, I am definitely cursed. That is kind of the gist of the whole thing.
I'm trying to figure out what I am, what this is. Why can I see what I see? And you want to go in and immediately ruin it.
I know. I
Can't
would
you
not
give
ask
your
if I
god
did.
any other feather?
No. Like I said, he's kind of a prick.
If it is
Honestly,
a sacred relic,
I am showing a lot of faith in you by telling you. I was just going to go and do it. Because it will happen one way or another. This may be where we part ways. I hope that you would remember the promise that we made to each other. I'm not asking you to go against what you need to do, but I am telling you I'm going to do this. And I need your help.
This is strange.
I have faith that I can do it without getting caught and it blowing back on you, but I will need your help.
me at least find out what all of this means before you even try.
Absolutely.
So it'll be a retrieval on the way out then.
This is
Maybe.
usually how it goes.
Well, there are some of us who consider that tomb raiding is an equally legitimate form of archaeology. I would argue it's not, but I suppose this is neither tomb raiding nor traditional archaeology.
I look at it like siblings wanting to play with each other's toys.
Frankly, I'm not going to try and interpret the gods, but one god says, "Bring me something that is in the domain of another." I don't know that there's a right answer or that there's a choice being presented.
Oh no.
All I imagine is certain doom should you not at least try. But I do think that Sabhir absolutely called it, right? We process as we need to for Sabhir, and then after whatever the challenge is, whatever support you may need to get from under the boot of this divine creature.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. This is why I'm bringing it up now. I was not going to do it at this very moment. I kind of blew my invisibility. But I also had a wild idea that maybe we could call in that favor from the Ishkatari, but then I was like, wait, this is like literally their thing. So, yeah. That's why I need your help.
Sure.
Yeah.
I cannot make a decision right now. I hope you know this, Shun.
Absolutely.
But I can make one thing. And that is the exact same promise that you made me.
I appreciate that.
I may not know torture or what you've been through, but I know loss. And that part I do know.
Yeah.
And I understand. If you saw what you saw, then I understand why you ran away. I am not even sure if I would be able to stand against mine.
I don't either. It's kind of why I need that feather.
I have some thinking to do. Have a good night.
And I walk out.
I'm gonna say, unless anybody really wants to do anything else, that's a really good note to end on for tonight.
I have one thing that I would like to do.
Go for it. What's up?
I would like to walk to the temple doors.
Okay. Real quick, make a perception check.
14.
Okay. As you walk out the room, you hear a door shut down the hall.
Someone was listening in.
Can I turn around and see if there's footsteps? Or people, or someone walking away?
The hall is empty.
And this was like, if this is our room, the next one is where the door happened?
You don't know exactly because of the echo. You can't exactly tell which way the door opened or closed, but you know that there was the sound of a closing door as you exited your room. As you were exiting your room.
Well, seeing as it's basically like a hotel, I probably wouldn't mind it.
It's like there's 4 doors. You were in the first one. It's either the entryway to the hallway or the other 3 doors that closed. One of the other 3 doors that closed.
I will. Nah, Sabhir wouldn't do that. I think I would just walk to the temple.
Cool. You exit once again from Omar's little inn. The floating lantern sits there waiting for you, gold in hue. And it follows you as you walk to the temple. You make your way past all the tents, come to the shore side of the oasis, and you walk along its banks as you make it to the temple, the giant vulture effigy present before you. You see the sealed temple doors, 2 great large stones with carvings of the mythology of the Kentran gods placed into it. And you see that at the top is Assad. And then you see the rest of the gods slowly kind of filling in their role. And then you see a vulture depiction at the bottom.
I walk up to the door.
I have no idea why I am the only one to see you as a crocodile. And yet these people built everything for you in an image that is not me, or not what I have seen. But I do want to see.
And I put my hand on the, I put my good hand on the door, and I'll turn around to the will-o-wisp and open up my hand and have it rest gently. And as I do, I'm going to look out towards the oasis where all the lanterns are, and I'm going to use my Eyes of the Grave.
Okay. What does Eyes of the Grave do? Please remind me.
You know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of your next turn. But I want to use this because I want to see the lanterns.
Interesting. Okay. Natural 20 or natural 1?
20.
Natural 1.
Damn it, dude.
Here's what happens. In that moment, touching the lantern beside you in its gold and orange yellow hue, you see once again your assailant with the long big bushy black beard, smiling. You see once again the image of you falling down a cliffside, and you feel there is a strong need, a desire. There is, you gather from this, something unfinished, from this fragment of soul. And as you look out and you see all of these lanterns floating amongst the oasis and the tents and the palms and the reeds and the air above, you hear, you don't see them, their souls, their fragments, but you hear thousands of voices, and you experience very briefly the moments of grief, of loss, of desperation and chaos in the moments of death, in some of them moments of acceptance, but all of them with a small sense of regret, a small sense of something not quite complete. And with that, we are going to end tonight's session.
Hell yeah.
Heavy sesh.
Welcome to the Oasis of 1,000 Lanterns!
Yeah, man, damn.
1,000 bullshits.
Oh, just one bullshit.
Just
or
one
two,
bullshit.
because Hazel got attacked by hyenas.
True. Closer to 1,000 than not.
Fair.
Yeah, so these are will-o-wisps. They are the fragments of the deceased.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy.
That's- that's good.
What a session, man.
I fucking love the Oasis of 1,000 Lanterns. I'm so glad you guys are here.
Yeah, it seems like a
Sorry,
dope spot.
Sabhir.
It's fine.
Yeah. That's gonna be an
It's whatever.
interesting
What, you thought this was going to be easy?
No, I didn't. But still,
What kind of rogue would I be if I didn't fuck shit up for everybody else?
Every once in a while.
I don't know, a warlock, I guess. Oh wait.
Oh shit.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, King Edgelord over here.
I thought it was just a weird way to say Patron. Fuck.
Ah,
Yeah. Double dipping in that Jack Daniels.
there you go.
And Everett
It's not
Zaid
one thing, it's the other.
is Chucky Milk's NPC. So
Oh shit.
yeah, very
Hey!
good.
The potion master.
Yeah, Potion Master's his.
I
his
require only
character.
your strongest potions.
I appreciate the friendly merchant rivalry between that character and Everett and Jean Baptiste. That was pretty fun.
Jean-Baptiste Duval the Third.
I'm not saying all of that.
That's fine.
He requires it.
Call him Mr. Duval.
Sure.
That was my
Don't
father's
trust that
thought.
guy. He's sketchy.
What? Whatever do you mean, Peter?
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like him. I thought I liked him.
Just because he's always got red hair?
No, I trust another person in the party that has red hair with
Do
my
you?
life.
But do you?
I do.
You're right. Probably the most trustworthy, frankly.
Yeah.
I am a healer,
biggest ride or die.
so
Are
you
you?
should trust me.
I think you're a damage dealer.
Yeah,
But to my friends, I'm a
Hey,
healer.
listen.
so-
The best healing is the prevention of damage. All right.
There you go. Honestly,
and you do
yeah,
that by
you're right.
killing the things that do the damage.
An ounce of prevention is the best medicine.
That's
Meet
right.
prevention.
Yeah.
yeah. I just work on the back end. Like once you're dead, I got you. But like
Yeah. Right.
Fair.
yeah. So
I am not a
both
healer.
sides of the coin. Huh?
Yeah.
I am full tank.
You know what they say? Wings of a feather fly together.
I'm drowned together.
Oh,
Oh.
That too.
Yeah.
I think it's birds of a feather.
Birds of a feather.
Yeah. Birds of a
Birds of a
feather.
Whatever.
feather,
You
yeah.
get it. You get it.
Mhm.
Sobnu's a crocodile.
Yeah.
scales of a back.
Clap that.
Scales of a reptile.
With the scales of a reptile.
There you go. Something about taking a wheel somewhere. Oh,
it was the
man.
mash. It was the monster mash. Well,
Yeah,
what-
man.
what-
Heavy session. It was good. It was good.
what do? What do?
Should we raid?
We should raid.
Oh, yeah.
Who do we
true.
got? We got.
Who's on?
We got those
Those
natural,
ones are up.
Quest and jests.
You guys like fighting games?
Wait, Quest and Jess is up?
Yeah, question just. Oh, they do Tuesday nights.
Oh shit, I'm not following them.
Get on that, dude.
Theirs is when 9 lights arise, so we could keep with the lights theme.
That sounds good. Let's do Quest and Jess.
All right. Do you want me to put it in,
Yeah.
or you got it? Okay.
Bro.
Shut up.
Just make sure you do it gently.
Sorry, Tiff.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sure.
What?
Sure.
Oh my god.
You gave a shout out, you silly goose.
I did. Hey, everybody that's watching, go give Quest and Jess a follow. You know, while
They
we're
just
about
hit
to.
affiliate. Or they're
They
going
just
to hit
did.
affiliate. They just hit 50.
Nice.
So, there's a shout out, and there's the fucking raid, baby.
There's the raid, baby.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah. So, we are good to raid whenever.
All right.
I will give you the.
I feel like this was your intro, man. This is your episode, so you do the countdown.
Oh damn, dude. Hey, come see me in a Witcher costume on Thursday night. Come see me and Matt play some Kingdom Hearts Saturday, and come see Matt scream, cry, and be angry at scary and indie games the entire time on Sunday. And then next Tuesday, we're Tomb Raiding. We're Tomb Raiding, baby, and we got to be happy about it, even though I'm not.
Hey, Kingdom Hearts is light, bud.
Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
is
that's right,
darkness.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Love.
thank you guys so much for watching, and I think there's only one last thing to do.
What's one last thing? Got a last
3.
thing to do. Oh,
Someone else?
he's got fingers up.
3,
We're waiting for you to. Oh, Peter.
22.
1.
Bye. Yeah, we rated.
Let's go.
Oh,
And we
yes.
rated.
I liked our coordination on that one.
That was a good one. That was really clever.
At the very end, we all
Because
started
because teamwork. Teamwork.
It's the
I'm
dream
all about
word,
it.
baby. All right. I am
Hey.
going to bed.
Yeah.
That is fine.
I
Good.
am tired.
As one
Fair.
does, for sure.
It's
we
good to
still
see
live?
you, and thank you, Hazel.
Are we still
I
live?
don't know. I don't know if we're still
Oh,
live.
we are still live.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Whoops.